Hello again, and thank you for tuning in to our program. Come along as I tackle another case of mystery and intrigue, gathering clues and information along the way. Meet some lowlifes and good friends as I discover the truth of this situation. I am William Nichols, Private Investigator. Welcome back to Chapter 9, No Picket Fences. This one's titled Mud in Your Eye. But first, a word from our sponsors. Try new Hotsy Totsy hot pads and barbecue mitts. Hotsy Totsy hot pads and barbecue mitts are made of only the highest quality wool and asbestos fibers. To keep hot pans hot and cool cooks looking cool and feeling cool. Hotsy Totsy hot pads and barbecue mitts on sale in the cooking utensil aisle of your favorite grocer or appliance center. Hotsy Totsy hot pads and barbecue mitts not responsible for skin rash, hacking cough, or rapid weight loss. Now back to our program. Chapter 9, No Picket Fences. This one's titled Mud in Your Eye. Previously, not sure how long I sat there thinking and staring at the ceiling. Or maybe I did doze off too. Eddie was still snoozing in my chair. He needed it. Wham! I jumped. Something just hit my large window, splattered, and was oozing down it. I must have dozed off. What I saw out my window was outlandish. I went to my window. It wasn't broken. I looked down at the sidewalk through my window. My window was hit by a chili dog? I looked up, saw Frank waving frantically, then doing pantomime, or charades, pointed to his eye, does an imaginary steering wheel, and pointed north and did a dramatic gesture of it going south. I gave him a double thumbs up and he went back to his customers. They were some of the city workers. I heard the thump of boots hitting the floor. Wait, I remember them now. I bumped into them coming out of the pawn shop when I was looking for the coins. That day when the pawn shop was really busy, before I saw you at the museum. I held the door as they were coming out. Could the pawn shop owner be involved too, or is he just caught in the middle? Detective Eddie was almost like a new person, used to getting a good 40 winks and feeling refreshed. He went, poured himself a cup of coffee, and took a bite of the sweet roll. I said, he also owns the antique store, too, that is attached to the pawn shop. Frank just motioned to me that he saw the cream car come from the north, and, what is on your window? Frank's version of a telephone. Well, which direction, Billy? I will go and see. Head south. So when Barney calls, what do you think the plan should be? They killed one man. They could kill Barney if he gets in the way. Call the station. They will call my radio. We shouldn't assume these are the people we are looking for. But neither one of us believe in coincidences, Eddie. Wonder if there's a game of street hockey going on today. I can see the back door from there, but who knows when they're going to show up. They're probably getting impatient by now. Kids in the lockup and Flip taken care of. With the weather as bad as it was, probably worried the stash got washed away or ruined. What was the puzzle you were talking about, Eddie? Oh, Flip wasn't shot with a bullet. The wound that killed him had wood splinters in it. William Nichols, Oh, Scrappy, be careful. Don't stall them too long. What color car? A black florist truck? Have them drive in, and once they're out of sight, get out of there and lock the gate behind you. They'll be penned in. On my way, I will go to the back door with Eddie. No, it's okay. Eddie and I ran to his car and were off to the scrapyard. He called the department to have a patrol car go to the front gate. He filled in the other detective on what was going on, called the florist to see if their truck was stolen, and to have the bloodhounds ready in case they try to hide in the scrapyard. We get to the back door of the scrapyard. You wouldn't know there was a door there, and Barney's latch worked perfect. I thought the door was well hidden before. Barney is smarter than what he is perceived to be, Eddie. Do you know he went to college? I knew he had gone somewhere. We got inside. The scrapyard changed after that rain. Eddie and I found a place to hide. The fine dust was now thick mud, shimmering wet on the surface. It clung to your shoes and was very slippery in some spots. It was a downright mess. It was hard to move around in. From our hidden positions, we could see the car hood where the stashed items were hiding. Barney placed some boards around the car hood so the stolen items wouldn't get damaged by the mud. We heard a vehicle gun its engines, then the splattering of mud and the squeal of tires as it got stuck. Sure enough, Scar-Nose trudging through the mud, swearing to beat the band. But where was Fancy Pants? Maybe he stayed at the gate, and Barney wasn't able to close it? I think Eddie was thinking the same thing. I motioned to Eddie that I was going to the gate. The shortcut was nearby, and Scar-Nose was working on lifting that heavy old car hood by himself, and he didn't notice me. I went as quick as I could, hunched over, trying not to fall or lose my shoes in the mud. Through the obstacle course of the shortcut that Donna showed me the day before. This shortcut may have had more obstacles, but it wasn't as muddy as the rest of the scrapyard because most of the shortcut was a tunnel of stacked cars and metal. It was also on higher ground. It was just before I got to the clearing where I would be able to get a clear view of the office and the gate. I'm not sure, but it sounded like a old hound dog howl. Do they have a junkyard dog? Maybe it was in the house with Tim, the older brother. I got to the clearing, and what I spotted took a gut-wrenching downturn. A man in a fancy suit and hat. He was larger than Barney, and he was standing next to Barney, with a gun pointed at him at close range. They were facing my direction, so I was stuck where I was, hidden in the shadows of the exit of the shortcut. I thought I heard a dog. Where's the dog? And that's the end of Chapter 9, Mud in Your Eye, No Picket Fences. Please remember to comment, share with your friends, and we hope to see you next time. This is Radio Static Productions, and now ends our broadcasting day.